This is Boston X79, guys. Today I'm coming to you with my latest top targets for Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries video. Alright, guys, we got the National and World Championship qualifier season underway, and I think it's very important to turn around and go over what targets you're going to be needing to utilize for Ghost Reaper. Extra deck space can be tight at times, and you need to know what to go after if you're going to be using this card. All right, so without further ado, we have Ghost Reaper, of course. Ghost Reaper is one of the best extra deck destruction hand traps in the game. Basically, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, it's a quick pick. You discard this card and reveal one card in your extra deck, then look at your opponent's extra deck and banish all the cards that you reveal from your extra deck. Pretty awesome card, can shred up a ton of strategies, and we're going to go into each of the top meta decks and discuss which targets you want to go after. All right, so we're going to go after Sky Strikers first, excuse me. And of course, we need to go after Sky Striker Ace Kagari. It's only at one. Kagari is the key for recursion in this deck. Being able to get her out of the extra deck and done can really make a Sky Striker player a lot harder for that turn and duel. All right. The next card, Hayate. Hayate is, in my opinion, is the other card we need to turn around target, primarily because Hayate can poke you for damage, but also load the graveyard with more spells, which will allow you to get additional effects off of your Sky Striker spells as well. So taking both Kagari and Hayate out of the extra deck for Sky Strikers really pretty much can shut down that deck. Shizuku could be on this list as well, but considering that it's an end-turn search, you can utilize things like Ash Blossom and or Effect Failure or Impermanence to basically stop her effect. So I'm pretty certain other cards can handle Shizuku while Reaper does the work for Kagari and Hayate. All right, the last card in the Sky Striker extra deck that you want to go after is pretty much the way they kill you, and that's Burl Sword. I mean, in my opinion, Burl Sword is just a good all-around card to have in your extra deck to turn around and go after. I know it can be kind of pricey, depending on where you go. There is a reprint coming out in a few weeks in the new Battles of Legends, so be on the lookout for that. But otherwise, if you have a copy of this card, keep it in your extra deck, especially if you're going to be running Ghost Reaper. All right, on to your Thunder Dragon matchup. Yeah, Colossus needs to be hit. All right, now I know the Danger Thunder variants don't run that many copies of Colossus, but still taking out the copies they do have can make that deck a whole lot harder to run. One Colossus is a floodgate. Multiple Colossus can extend into other rank 8 plays, so please bear that in mind. Taking out Colossus is pretty key. The other cards that I would go after would probably most likely be Guard Dragon LP as well as Guard Dragon Pisty. LP basically allows you to turn around and summon a Dragon-type monster from your hand or deck, while Pisty allows you to summon Dragon-type monsters back from your graveyard or the Banish Zone. All right, in this particular situation, hitting either or can really cripple a lot of plays and shut down the Guard Dragon engine. Not completely, but give them a lot of time. If you hit both of them, now you're basically have taken out the entire engine and pretty much shutting down that core aspect of the deck. All right, last but not least, Saruja Skoldrake also is another viable target. A lot of players just love going to Saruja to turn around, fix their hands multiple times just to turn around and get what they need in their hands and get what they don't need back into their decks. Hitting Saruja, definitely something that you need to use Ghost Reaper on as well. All right, so that's Thunder Dragons. On to Salamangreats. Sunlight Wolf is their primary target. This is literally the key card for recursion, whether it be recurring monsters or even recurring spell and traps if it's been reincarnated summon. Getting this out of the extra deck is pretty much key in using Ghost Reaper against it. The other card, I put Mirage Dalio on this list primarily because it's the MX Saber Invoker of Salamangreat, allows you to get monsters from your deck onto the field ASAP, just allowing them to be able to go off even further. Stopping this card, very important. All right. The boss monster that typically they go into is going to be Borlo Dragon, primarily because Salamangreats use this to break up boards. Especially if they can turn around and build it using Update Jammer. Now, you're probably wondering why not Update Jammer instead of this. Borlo Dragon, even if Borlo Dragon is not made with Update Jammer, it can still take a monster off your board, which makes it still problematic. Taking out Borlo takes away their win con, in a way. Alright? And speaking of win cons and Salamangreats, Violet Chimera is something else that you should also consider if you don't have the money to afford maybe a Borlo Dragon at this time. Chimera is the fusion for Salamangreats, and the thing can easily one-shot an opponent if the setup can be put on the board without interruptions. All right, so keep that in mind. Recently, I think a lot of people started taking in Clock Lizard to actually get this card back into the extra deck so you can fusion summon it again off of Clock Lizard's graveyard effect. I can tell you right now, I'm kind of pissed I didn't think of that myself, but yeah, you need to be watching out for this card because it is going to be able to one-shot you if you're not careful enough. All right, on to Orkest. Galatea, the Orkest Autonomation, needs to be hit first. This card allows Orkest players to get their banished machine monsters back into their deck and get their Orkest spell and trap cards out of the deck onto the field ASAP. All right, with that being said, it needs to be hit as one of the first cards with Reaper. All right, the second card I will go after will be Dingirsu, primarily because of what it can do. I mean, 2 level A monsters, or you can just overlay it onto an Orkest Elite monster. All right. Okay, if cards you control be destroyed by battle, you can detach 1 material from this card, instead basically protecting that monster, which can be or card, which is just insane. And then if this card special summon, you can activate one of the effects, send 1 card from your opponent controls to the graveyard, or attach 1 banished machine monster to this card as a material. Either way, they're getting more stuff back either onto the field or potentially into the graveyard via this card. You need to deal with it. Most players run 2 copies of it in their deck, so it'll be a worthwhile hit. And it's all right. It can't. I think it is right now. It's kind of the most expensive. Last time I saw it, maybe around $38, but still, if you can pull these cards, it's definitely worth putting into your extra deck for Ghost Reaper targets. And last but not least, I'm putting Nightmare Mermaid on this list. It's just the primary combo extender for Orkest decks, and you want to get rid of it just to shut down that combo. It makes the combo a lot harder to do, and I can tell you right now, it's just a lot easier to deal with the deck then after you get rid of it. All right? So guys, I know metas can be different, but go just by the top meta decks. These are the top Reaper cards you need to be looking out for when you're using Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. All right? Guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications both on the page as well as YouTube notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Guys, check out the description box below. Find the invite link to my Discord channel. Join the conversation. We would love to have you. Follow me on Twitter at BystanderX79. And guys, if you really want to help me push this channel to greater and greater heights, please consider backing me on Patreon. Your support will help me do a lot of things for this channel and bring you a lot of brand new content as well as afford new technology to allow me to push my skills even higher. All right? So, until next time, guys, peace.